Comrades, this is your captain. It is an honor to speak to you today.
Welcome back to the American Legends Watch channel. Today I'm going to be doing another unboxing of another Vostok. I'm wearing my Vostok Amphibia here today, and I'm going to be unboxing a Vostok Komandirskie. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So let's get into it.
Today, the game is different.
Okay, so here we go inside. Bought this secondhand. Another purchase off of Reddit from fellow watch lover who thinning out their collection, and I love my Vostok Amphibia, cult classic. So this is going to be my first GMT, and there it is. Oh, look at that. That is a substantial piece of metal. Here's a, oh my goodness, the Soviet star and all that. Not too fond of the Soviets.
It reminds me of the heady days of Sputnik and Yuri Gagarin, when the world trembled at the sound of our rockets.
But I think it's a lot of fun to have this Russian-made, let's zoom in here, this Russian-made watch on my American Legends Watch channel, knowing, of course, that the Russians were our adversaries for so long, and are more like rivals now.
American, Los Angeles class.
American, Captain.
Made in Russia, this Vostok. Now, this is a much more substantial piece of metal than my Amphibia, which is fairly lightweight. This sucker is pretty heavy. A solid brushed steel case, solid steel case back. If I can get a focus on that. Nice design there in the case back. 200 meter water resistance. This is my first GMT. You see the GMT hand there in red. The small seconds is running, and the hour and minute hand are overlapping right now. Screw down crown. Similar, very jiggly movement in that crown that I'm used to from the Amphibia, which has the same sort of action. So let's unscrew this all the way, and there we go. So you see the hour hand moving with the GMT hand. Very nice. And local time here, it is 2:47. No date, and then the movement of the GMT hand is half as fast as the hour hand, because you don't have an AM and PM on this. So there we go. So the small seconds is moving. Red small seconds hand, red Vostok kind of star there with the two down rockers. Is probably some rank in the Soviet military at the time. Take a look at the bezel action. That is a very substantial, solid steel bezel. Looks like a solid stainless steel. Again, it's a friction bidirectional bezel, similar here to the dive time bezel on my Amphibia, which of course as a dive time bezel goes from 0 to 60. Kind of insecure, just being friction based, whereas this is going to be a 0 to 24 GMT bezel, which are traditionally bidirectional, but being friction based, again, it just has that insecure feeling, and that's something that I would definitely try to improve on that. Looks like we've got loom and the pips around all the numbers, loom on the tip of the GMT hand, loom on both the hour and minute hand. So we'll take a loom shot, throw that in there. Kind of unusual angular design here. We have a very flat edge on the opposite side from the crown. Very large and easy to grasp crown.
Singing.
Let them sing.
Do some proper measurements here. So diameter of the bezel on top comes in right at 41 millimeters. Protrudes just a little bit. If you go diagonal to diagonal across the case, you get something more like 43. From the top of the bezel to the bottom of the watch, looking at kind of tricky to measure just at the bezel height, but about 12 millimeters, somewhere in that range. The domed acrylic sticks up a little bit, so just a hair under 15 millimeters that way. Lug to lug, those sharp angular lugs, they do turn down just a little bit. Looking at about 48.5. And then the lug width, 20 millimeter lug width there. Lug to lug. Weighs about 130 grams on this Milanese bracelet.
I'll shake the man loose.
Alright, so let's throw it on the wrist, see how it looks. I just adjusted the length here on the Milanese. Fit my wrist, which again, I'm pretty sure this is an aftermarket bracelet, but it sure does look nice. That stainless steel really does match. Stainless steel, super comfortable, particularly in hot weather. This Milanese does great. I have Milanese on one of my other watches. That is a very handsome, very substantial, and very much of a bargain. Brand new. I'll put some shots up of the ones that are for sale now through the Vostok store on Amazon. Brand new, these are running about $140 or so. I picked this one up secondhand off of the Reddit Watch Exchange for about $80. So, great deal. You can find these used all over. People buy and sell and try different models, and these are such an underground, kind of amazing watch. Great build quality, very stylish, very unique. Good color scheme here with the monochrome with the red accents. I do love a running small seconds. Very impressed so far. Gonna really enjoy wearing this watch.
Completely covered.
Contact!
But hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do like it and subscribe to the channel for more unboxings, reviews, and eventually my own watch designs coming out here one of these days. So God bless, and have fun out there.